Welcome everybody to the Week 3 pregame show. Surprise! Got a quick one here for you while we're watching the highlights in the background here. Got some few notes on some Week 3 matchups I want to talk to you about. First one we're going to go over is the Piranhas versus the Werewolves in our Friday night matchup tonight. Happy Canada Day, by the way. Red's not my color, but red's my country. Happy Canada Day for the Canadian Simulation Football League. Our first matchup on Friday night is the Piranhas versus the Werewolves. The Piranhas are 4-0 versus the Werewolves all time. They've never met in the playoffs, but the Werewolves have never scored more than 28 points versus the Piranhas ever. So I'm excited to see these two teams going head-to-head here Friday night in the Piranha Stadium. The key matchup for me is Chris Jones, the running back for the Werewolves, versus Jeff Jackson, the outside linebacker for the Piranhas, is the key matchup I'll be keeping my eye on. The Piranhas are second in total offense, and the Werewolves are first in rushing offense with over 381 yards in 2 games. Whoa, take a look on that matchup tonight. The next matchup tonight is the Cobras versus the Vipers in a rematch of the Season 5 championship game where the Vipers won, but it's 2-4. The Cobras are 2-4 versus the Vipers, including that championship loss to the Vipers. The Cobras have hosted 5 out of the 6 matchups that they've played now, and the Vipers have the first total defense, only allowing 530 yards in 2 games, while the Cobras are second in the league for points per game with 36.5. The key matchup for me for this game is the wide receivers for the Vipers versus the Cobras defensive backs. So Shane Lott, Johnny Jones for the Vipers versus Kyle Pounds and Gary Moody for those Cobras is going to be the matchup I'm going to keep my eye on. The third game we got for Saturday tomorrow is the Dragons versus the Bears. The Dragons are 2-2 versus the Bears all time. The key matchup for me has got to be Todd Kidd, wide receiver for the Dragons, versus Corey Galloway, the cornerback for the Bears, their star cornerback. That's the key matchup I'm going to be keeping my eye on for that one. Dragons are 2-2 versus the Bears. The Bears hosted all 4 games. These last 4 games that they've played each other, this will be the first game ever that the Bears have gone to the Dragons' lair. Bears are first total offense. They're the first in total offense with 962 yards in 2 games. Whoa. And the Dragons are third in total defense. 3 out of the last 4 games were decided by 3 points, or 3-point victories. So will we see another close one there? I'm excited to see that one Saturday. Move on to the next matchup. The Wildcats versus the Gators. The Wildcats are 2-4 versus the Gators, including the Season 2 championship game in overtime, where the Wildcats won to win their championship game. So 2-4 versus the Gators all time, including that championship game. They've only beaten them once in the regular season ever. The Gators scored 51 points the last time they met up. So will we see another game of a high score and offense from these Gators? The key matchup for this game, in my opinion, is going to be Rico Bennett versus Daniel Krieg, the Blitzkrieg. Those two are going to go head-to-head and bashing heads. That outside linebacker for the Wildcats has been playing phenomenal, and that running back for the Gators is their man. So that's going to be a key one to see those guys go head-to-head. That's the one I'm going to be watching for. The Gators scored 51 points the last time they met up. The Wildcats are third for total, or for turnover differential. Yeah, the third in the league for turnover differential with +2, and the Gators are second for rushing offense in the league with 322 yards in just 2 games. So excited to see those two guys go head to head. Demons versus the Blue Jays is the 5th game of the weekend. Demons are 1-2 versus the Blue Jays. The lowest the Demons have ever scored was 37 points In all three matchups, they scored 37 points or more, but the Blue Jays scored 49 points in the last two matchups versus the Demons. The key matchup for me personally is going to be quarterback Eric Reeves of the Blue Jays versus the rookie free safety Nate Hollingsworth for the Demons. That's going to be a tough one. Let's see if they can exploit the young rookie free safety there, or will he get the better day on Eric Reeves? Demons are fourth for passed offense in the league with 553 yards in just 2 games, and the Blue Jays are first in the league for points per game with 38 points. Then the last matchup, we'll wrap this up, Rhinos versus the Scorpions. The Rhinos are 2-1 versus the Scorpions all time. The Rhinos have hosted all 3 games and will host another game versus the Scorpions. So all the games that these teams have played have all been in Rhino Land, and that will continue again here in week 3. 3 games out of the 3 games, 2 of them were decided by 3-point victories. Will we see another close one here again? The key matchup for me, well, there's 2 key matchups. The big one is Mark Marshall for the Rhinos versus the Scorpions defensive line. 3 out of the 4 of their defensive linemen for the Scorpions are rookies. Will we see them? Who will get the better day? That's going to be a key matchup for me. And the other key matchup, just 2 for this game, is the running back Chris Matthews, rookie running back Chris Matthews for the Scorpions versus the Rhinos' first-ranked rushing defense that have only allowed 79 yards in 2 games. And the rookie Chris Williams for the Scorpions is going to have his hands full on Saturday. Scorpions are 5th for total defense, and the Rhinos are 2nd for pass offense. And whoa, we got a good matchup for you guys today. Excited to bring you guys the game. Happy Canada Day. Enjoy week 3. We'll see you soon.